Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 5th of July. We are going to talk about life after Nico Williams. Where do we go from here? Okay. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. Like and share this video. Leave comments in the comment section. Let's help this page grow. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. So now that this whole Nico saga is over, I have sat down to really think this thing through. Okay. Now, let's look at our options going forward. I mean, our plan B, let me put it that way. Now, we do have Leao and also Rashford and Luis Diaz. Now, let's start with Luis Diaz. He happens to be our plan A before we change to plan B and then we change back to plan A in this situation. Now, for Luis Diaz, Liverpool have made it clear that the player is not for sale. He is not for sale. And now let's talk about also the tragic incident that has happened at the club with Diego Jota's passing. I mean, everybody is mourning Diego Jota, and I'm not sure Liverpool will let Luis Diaz leave at this point in time. Yeah, so I mean, it's not something that we even consider for now. So for that, with that being said, I think we should look elsewhere. Now let's talk about Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao do have a release clause of 150 million euros. That is a lot of money. But reports coming in says that Milan are ready to accept 70 million plus add-ons. That is the price or the fixed price they have put out there for anybody who wants to get Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao is a big name player, no doubt. It will be a good addition to our squad. That is around 70 million plus add-ons to get Rafael Leao. Luis Diaz happens to be around 80 million there about to get Luis Diaz. Now the cheaper option happens to be Marcus Rashford, whom Barcelona can go for a low risk option. That is a loan with an option to buy. That is because Barcelona wouldn't risk 40 million on Rashford. So the best deal we can get with Man United happens to be a loan with an option to buy. Now let's look at this fact too. United have discarded Rashford. They have given his number 10 to Matheus Cunha. The player has told the club that he wants to leave. The club have made it clear that they want the guy to leave too. So they have no bargaining power. That is it. So we can lowball Manchester United. At the end, we can get Rashford on a loan deal. Now, the question is, do we have the money to buy Diaz or Rafael Leao? And I think yes. If Barcelona have 60 million, 62 million to pay for Nico Williams release clause, that means with 70 million, 75 million, 80 million, Barcelona can get that money to pay. I'm very confident about that. Yeah. But do we even have to buy these players? My answer is no. Why? Because we do have options in our squad. We saw it last season. Although Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and the likes, they played a lot of minutes, they were tired, we need options on the wing, blah, 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 I understand. But let me give you one key. If Dani Olmo can stay fit, that is the trick here. If Dani Olmo can stay fit this season, and that is if, and I'm sure, given that this is the second season, things are going to be a bit easier for Olmo. And I read that the club have designed some kind of plan for him, like they did for Pedri, for his recovery, for his fitness, and all that. If Dani can stay fit, we don't have a problem. Ferran Torres, Rafinha, they can, they can play through the range, etc. They can do this. I think it will be good. It will be good. I don't think we need to spend this money on these players. Best of, you can get Rashford for loan. That is cool, and maybe he can help in these areas. Now, remember, mind you, coming next season, we have to go big for a striker. Lewandowski's contract will come to an end next season. And for that reason, we need to go big for a striker. We have to spend. So maybe this is a time for us to save money. Let's go for Rashford for loan. We can save the rest of the money. The money we could have spent on Nico, Diaz, Leao, we can save that money. And even that, come to think of it, let's talk about our fullback. Last season, our major problem happens to be our fullback because of the time that Kunde and Alejandro Bade were injured. We didn't have better replacement for them. So if you have 65 million, 70 million, 80 million to spend on players, let's look at options for our fullback. Now, I made a list here. For the rumors that we heard, we have Dumfries, who happens to be, he has a 25 million release clause. Quite cheap. We can get Dumfries. And he will fit in so well. Another option happens to be Van der Sen, the right back from Monaco. This guy can play both on the right and the left back positions. And he has a release clause between, or his value is between 25 to 30 million euros. So The 60 million or 62 million you could have spent on Nico Williams, we can get Dumfries for 25, Venderson for 25 for 30, making 55 for 50. In this case, we save money and we solve our fullback position. We can even talk about Alex Grimado, who happens to be LMSR graduate who plays for Bayer Leverkusen. This guy can even fit in too. He has a release clause between 15 to 20, 25 million euros, also the same region. So we can really solve problems at our fullbacks. That is the most important thing for us because anytime Bade and Kunde are injured, we find ourselves in hot waters. So guys, this is my opinion about saving money to get a striker next season, or going for Rashford for a loan deal to save money, or investing this money that we have now on fullbacks. So let me know what you think in the comment section, your opinion about this whole narrative I've put out here. Okay? Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, leave comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Vesta El Basa.